What's up, guys? Tony here with Drive Protected, and today's episode, I'm going to show you guys just how to easily remove the flares and mirrors off of a Cybertruck to make your PPF or wrap install much easier and quicker. Now, we are going to start with the passenger side front flare here, and you're just going to get your hand in here. Hopefully you guys can see that right inside of here, and you're just going to pop it out. You want to do that quick and fast. And just like that, they pop right out. Now, you do have to take note of this camera sensor. Okay, so once you got that, if you carefully do a little twist, you'll see this white tab here on this wire. If you just push down and pull up. Push down, but also push forward, and then push down a little more and pull up. That'll pop right off like that. And now you can go ahead and set your flare away. So same thing on the back, just grab and pull. Back does not have any cameras or sensors, so you have no wiring harness to deal with on the back. Go ahead and set that away somewhere safe, just like we did with the other one. All right, once again, we're gonna start over here. We're just gonna pop that off. And we're gonna rotate and get this camera sensor. There we go. Moving on to the left rear, driver's side rear, you have a two-piece because you do have the charging port here. That we are not going to worry about right now. We're going to pop these two pieces off. So same thing, once again, get your fingers in there and just pull that off just like that. So we'll gently set that down over there. Just for now, we'll put it away. And there, that one pops off. All right, so after you've removed the main trim piece, you can go ahead and remove the pieces that hold the trim on, these plastic pieces here, by grabbing a 10 mil and screw the bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts there. There's also these plastic clips. Just unscrew them and pop them out with a star screwdriver there. And you also need to remove these clips from the inside of the wheel well. There's a few of them there. I will show you exactly how to do that. All right, so for these plastic clips, I love to use this little snap-on tool, but you can use any pick tool, or there's a bunch of different plastic tools you can use for this, or just a flat screwdriver. This guy just works really nice. So just take and pop that. So if you've never done this before, they have these two tabs here. Put your flat screwdriver or your pry tool in there and pop that out. That just releases these so that can slide through the hole. So go ahead and do that with all the plastic clips on the inside of the wheel wells here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Okay, so after you have those clips all removed, you can go ahead and remove this wiring harness here. This is connected to this plastic piece that you're moving, the flare piece. So just push that red tab out, and then there's a little piece there that you can pop. So red tab back, this little guy, you can get a flat screwdriver or something. Push that up a little bit, just gently push it up and pull back. That'll release your wiring harness just like that. So after we've removed the wiring harness, we're going to go ahead and remove these 3 of these guys. 1, 2, and 3. All right, for these guys, because they are kind of a weird clip, if you just put plastic pry tool, flat screwdriver, something like that behind here, and then just put a little bit of pressure on there, and then just turn your star screwdriver, it'll pop right out like that. Same idea as those other clips. So you can go ahead and repeat that process on both of these. Go ahead and drop a screwdriver if you want, just not on your vehicle. So just like that. Also, a quick side note, something I like to do when I disassemble parts is grab a Ziploc bag, some sort of bag that you have, and for each different part you're disassembling, mark what the hardware is for. So this is the front or right front flare. We're going to mark it that it's right front flare. So I know when I go put this back together, I have all the hardware for that flare and it's going to the right spot. So now that we have removed all of our clips, our wiring, everything, we can go ahead and grab our 10 mil and remove these two bolts. This one only has two. So, and that just slides right over there. It's got these alignment pins here. So just make sure when you go to put it back in later, you're aligning those to those slots. So, all right, so the rear is exactly the same, just there is none of the clips on the inside or facing outward. Just the clips on the wheel wells here on the inside. Those plastic clips. We got one wiring harness to deal with, and then all the 10 mils. So we go ahead, and this one, it is not. This one's not a red clip, it's the little white clip. And then we can push that back like that. Super simple, easy. Push that out of the way. We can go ahead and remove all of our clips. Now we can just way like that. Okay, so once again on this side, it's a white tab. So pop that white tab back, lift up this tab, and push back. So that you got the wiring harness loose. Now we can continue with our bolts. All right, moving on to the driver rear. This is where we have to deal with the charging port. So we'll have some wire disconnections there. But other than that, it's the same thing. You got your wiring harness here. This one's red again. So not that that makes any difference, but that's just a piece. You got to remember to push that piece back. And then you can lift up on this tab on this side, push back, just like that. So. Okay, something you do need to take note of when taking apart the area by the charging port is that these bolts that are bolted on around the charging port are longer than the ones that are just going around the rest of the flare. So make sure you take note of that. These guys are longer. As you can tell, here's the normal bolt and here's the charging port bolt. So should be pretty obvious, but just something to take note of. So here by the charging port, we're going to continue with this bottom piece, this plastic piece here. That is also a separate piece. So we're going to go ahead. As you can tell, this one down there, short. This one's going to be long. So just take note of that. Pop that off. All right, now that you've taken all the plastic around, this bolt, this bolt, this bolt off, you can just move the charging port over. And there's one wiring harness here that we need to remove. So this is going to be another one with that red clip. And just push down on the red clip once you pull it forward. So pull it forward, push down on the red clip, and then you can pull the whole piece off for your part charging port cover to be removed. To remove the mirrors, all you guys are going to need extra is just a T40 Torx bit. That is the 3 bolts to remove the door. That's all you need. So let's get into this. So I have this guy here, but this is one of those that you can put a ratchet into. So we're going to use this to break it loose, and then I can remove this and just turn. But in order to get to those, you do need to remove some plastic. So I'm going to show you guys that here. To be able to get to the bolts, you got this plastic flap, or this rubber flap. It's just got these little rubber tabs that hold it in place. All right, so once you've pulled this back, you can now see there is 3 Torx screws, 1, 2, and 3. Those are the T40 screws that I was talking about. And with lots of vehicles, you have to either pop the door panel off to remove the wiring harness. For the Cybertruck, you got this little tab right here. Just pull down on that tab and pull up here. And then you want to pop this red tab forward. So once you've got this red guy popped as far back as you can. Yeah, so then it's this black tab that's in the middle. Push that down. That's this tab right here. Push that down and pull back. You will get your wire disconnected. This is the wire that is connected to the mirror. So you can just go ahead and let that sit like that. Go up here. Then you guys can go up and take your T40. And pop those guys loose one at a time. My ratchet is not ratcheting very well, so we're just gonna do that. And then take these all the way out. Make sure when you're doing these, don't get too far ahead of yourself without holding onto the mirror so it doesn't fall. It shouldn't, because it does have a pretty long stem going into the door, so you shouldn't have an issue with that. But I like to just make sure every time I take a mirror off by myself. See, right now I'm just currently putting pressure on it so it can't do anything, even though it shouldn't. So now that you've got those popped out, you can just give it a little wiggle and pull up. You want to make sure you push that wire into that hole while you're doing that. And then you can pull up just like that, and your mirror. And this is what I was talking about when I say stem, is this bottom piece here that was inside the door. So, all right, guys, so that is how to easily remove the mirrors and flares off of a Cybertruck. I hope this video was helpful for you guys and informative. And if it was, please hit that subscribe button down below, guys. Give us a thumbs up, drop us a comment down below, share the video. Why not? And we'll see you guys in the next one.